Hello friends, come on in and take a seat. It's time for more Dark Souls with me, self-critical Automaton. So, I just remembered that I am actually really near a shortcut, so I'm not going to run back and heal up because, you know, it'd be a waste of time really. So, I'm just going to run straight back up to the top of here, and then, you know, I don't have to fight all the Silver Knights again, so if I'm nearly at the shortcut I should just keep going. Get to the shortcut, open it up, and then, yeah. So, this should lead back around and down to a, yeah, one of these. This is the room with the Titanite demon in it. How did it get in there? It's clearly too large for the doors. It is a mystery. And in this room, there's a couple of Silver Knights. In there. Can I lure him up here with an arrow so I don't have to fight two at once? Yes, I can. Fantastic. I might still have to fight two at once, but you never know. Or... ah, there he is. Oh no! So yeah, I'm running a little low on fireballs, but we're nearly at the bonfire. This is the door that was locked way back. Ouch. So, I believe last episode I was talking about oppositional forces and the four deities. So, I was talking about Furtive Pygmy having essentially gone and God, what was I talking about? So the Furtive Pygmy disappeared, and that's what gave Gwyn the opening to become disproportionately powerful. Essentially, I think that this was a subversion of what you might call the prescribed path of existence. Essentially the universe itself has a life cycle, and by subverting that life cycle, the Furtive Pygmy kind of threw it out of whack. In a very literal way. Need wings. Also, yeah, so the war with the dragons, look at this. This is a lot of dragon heads in here. You can tell that back in the day, the Silver Knights and Gwyn himself were not dragging their feet. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Unless I get sick again, of course. So, yeah, also, I was talking about the Witch of Izalith. Now, various descriptions do talk about the demons, which are of course the spawn of the Witch of Izalith, or rather, her post-failure to open the thingamajiggy. Open the thingamajiggy? No, to create the new first flame, created the Flame of Chaos, that birthed the demons, and then the Silver Knights of Gwyn essentially fought against the demons. Once the dragons were all gone, the demons ended up becoming their new foe. The new foe for the Silver Knights. So, and for, of course, the divinities of Anor Londo. So that's another reason why people think that there's a metaphysical opposition between the Witch of Izalith and the deities of Anor Londo. So this should be back around to where we first came in. Yep. Good old shortcut. And this leads in here, where we have our... oh, hey, look, there's a summon sign. Ah, and they're wearing the same mask as me. I'm definitely going to summon them in. Yeah, I might have enough souls to level up, actually. I'm tempted to try to start put some more points into attunement, but it'll take a couple of levels to get another slot, so that's probably as much as I will spend during this run, but let's see what we can put in that last spot. Another combustion? Power within, maybe? But, yeah, I think... how many fireballs do we get? 8? Let's go with fireball then. Let's see if we can summon... oh wow. Not you? Oh, bag on your head, that's nice. And what about you? Oh, it's really frustrating when they sort of fade in and out like... Oh, definitely you. Look at that hat, that's fantastic. Always summoning people with cool bitch hats. That's just a rule. Oh, summoning failed, that's not fair. Okay, let's try, Cleaver. Cleavy Cleaves. Secret. Nope. Tell you what though, I am going to, Oh, I can't... Does that mean I'm being invaded, that I can't use my bonfire? Or is it because I'm still trying to summon someone in? It's a bit ambiguous. Anyway, I want more Estus. Summoning. Did it work? Summoning failed. Dear oh dear. But yeah, I could really use some more Estus. Can I rest at the bonfire? Come on. Oh, no. I might actually need to log back out and back in to make it reset in some way. It can be pretty weird, the game, I mean. Okay, fine. And we're back. But I still can't rest at this bonfire, which... Oh, there we go. Ha, fantastic. I'm gonna kindle it... I feel like I should kindle it more times, but also I'm quite protective of my humanity. Don't have much. Also, we're fairly near a boss. I tell you what, let's kindle it some more. Yeah. Just one more time, of course. So, I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oppositional forces, which of Izalith? I don't know, I had something very important to say and I can't remember what it was. So, I'm just going to do without. But yeah, it's very interesting cosmology and history. Whoops. Come on, summon in. I want allies. Cool friends to help me do the fighting. Any luck? Success? Success! I have a friend! Oh, jolly cooperation at last. Let's bow politely. Hello, friend. You seem pretty cool. That's actually a really nice outfit. That's half thief gear and a big wizard hat, I guess. So... Oh wow, is that one hit? She is using the Velka's rapier, which, if you recall, I mentioned does... what's the word? Well, it's a rapier, so it does bonus backstab damage, and it's an unholy, or occult weapon, rather. So, it also does bonus damage to holy beings, like yon silver knights. This is ridiculous. She just stabs them all in the balls. Oh, hey, it's alive. We didn't quite kill it. Or... Oh, okay, I guess we've just got a slight connectivity problem. A bit of the old lag. Right then. This seems to be a match made in heaven, so on we go. Up into the main hall. There's a few secrets to bumble about with here, but for now we can probably focus on... I feel the black eye orb quivering. Now, if she doesn't actually help me with the boss, it'll still be cool if I can get her to help me just clear out these things before the boss, so... Wow, okay, I forgot about that Silver Knight. I'm gonna go take care of him. Since it's kind of difficult to do stuff here when there's a Silver Knight shooting giant arrows at you with a giant bow. I do like that I can kill them with 2 square hits now, it's pretty cool. See? Sucks to be that guy. I should probably go help. It's a bit long. Oh, no, she's killed it. It's good. It's good. Now, around here there should be a creepy, gross thing. Like some kind of a crab, but magic. And that is one of the... Well, okay, it's not actually one of the weird multiplayer sections, but it is absolutely from... I mean, it's the scripted invasion equivalent. It should be up here somewhere. Huh. Where is it then? It said I felt the orb quivering. Maybe I just... Do I have to use it? Or maybe that wasn't scripted and I was just... Well, yeah, so, you might have noticed that window was broken. We'll go out there in a minute after we deal with this whole thing. Which hopefully I will have that nice friend's assistance with. Can I use it from here? Oh, wrong thing. Nope. It's getting weird. I'm supposed to be able to invade Lautrec's world and do a murder on him, but I don't seem to be able to. And that's kind of worrying. Because we have to do that in order to get back the, Maybe I can't do it with an ally? That's very worrying. That's how we get Anastasia's soul back and how we reactivate... Anyway. If that's the case, I'm probably going to go fight the boss. And, just hope for the best. It's going to be really inconvenient if I can't rescue Anastasia's soul and bring her back to life. Really very inconvenient indeed. Still, little Miss Anti-Divinity here is pretty cool and is going to be a big help against Ornstein and Schmau. We've seen statues of this guy. And statues of this guy. Dude, there is an elevator for a reason. Huh, so yeah, this is Ornstein and Schmau. They are pretty tough. And they are apparently also bros. Ornstein is, you know, he has lightning powers and he's clearly divine, and he takes extra damage from things that divine beings are weak to, such as occult. However, Schmau is, or Smau, or Smo, however he's pronounced, is a big angry fat guy, and I'm probably going to try and kill him first. Because the thing about Schmau is that, the thing about this fight is that whichever one dies first, will give a power boost to the other. Or rather, they take a power boost from their dead ally. Also, Ornstein drops a ring and Smau doesn't drop anything, so we're better off killing Smau. Oh dear. That was close. So yeah. Our lady friend here is a member of the Sunlight Warriors, which is why she's all golden instead of a normal white spirit. And the Sunlight Warriors are supposedly associated with the warrior deity, the unnamed deity whose deific status was stripped away. Also, this music, this boss fight has excellent music. Not that you can hear it very much over the sound of Smau and his big hammer. So, this is also interesting because there's someone on the giant scale, and there's someone on the Silver Knight giant scale. Both of which are bigger than humans and are giant, but wow, okay. Let's not die too soon. How's our buddy going? Still alive? Still pretty well healed, actually. Let's kill this guy. Incidentally, his head isn't actually up in that big fancy helmet. His head is actually in the neck position. So... remember what I've been saying about size and mythic significance? This is a very literal example. Ornstein was small, now he is big because he took power from the corpse of his friend. Schmal gets bigger as well, except that unlike Ornstein, he doesn't do a sort of respectful prayer pose, he just straight up smacks the corpse with a hammer. Because, you know, he's nice like that. And looks like our friend's finally using her wizardry, which is good. That looks like Greater Soul Spear, or... yeah, Great Soul Spear, I think. It's been a while since I used the sorcery, but I'm pretty sure that's Great Soul Spear. Ah, he keeps dodging my fireballs. I'll just stab him in the ankles. He's not big enough for me to stab him in the butt. Oh, Friendo's killed him. I would very much like to thank, oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't even catch her name. Honestly, I'm terrible at this. So, yeah. Up here we have Gwyn, very obviously in the middle. We have Guinevere, the daughter of Gwyn, and we have an empty plinth. This is, again, more visual storytelling. This is another reminder that the firstborn of Gwyn committed some terrible, terrible trespass against Gwyn and had his divinity taken away. And it wasn't just a literal stealing of power, it was full-on erasing him from history. And again, reinforcing the idea that the Silver Knights are equivalent to angels or saints. Here they are in decorative positions rather than the primary positions of worship. Again, about Anor Londo having been inhabited at the same time, and at the time of building, by both giants and less giants. Here we have a giant lift, and around here we have a not giant lift. So, yeah, there's not much left to do. I'll tell you what, I'm actually not going to go up there next because that's the end of this zone, and I actually have a lot to say about how this zone ends and how it fits into, again, the kind of like the overarching thesis, I guess, of the game as a work of art. Also, interestingly, most of the things like reliefs and stuff are actually, they aren't just textures, they're actually like 3D models or bump mapped. These doors, they're just a 2D texture. Just a neat little note. Anyway, so that's the big old front door that's now open, but up here we should find something interesting. So, yeah. Pushing up against the time limit, so I'll try and get this done fairly quickly. If we run up here, we can... blacksmith ahead. Yep, it's true, the blacksmith is down here, but we're not going to go there just yet. First, however, we're going to go through this broken window. Because, you know, this is Dark Souls. Nothing's broken for a reason. Wait, no, the opposite of that. Everything looks the way it looks for a reason. And what have we here? We have a corpse. Dragonslayer Greatbell. Now that's the bow and arrow that the awful, horrible Silver Knights have been shooting at me. And it's kind of massive and kind of amazing. So, I don't even think I'm strong enough to wield it right now, but I am strong enough to wield this ordinary bow and kill this guy. At least if I don't keep missing. Hey! Well, let's see if I can get a drop attack. Boom! So satisfying. Even if I did get smacked down by this guy next. Ouch. Still, only minor hits, that's fine. Come on, let's be having you. I haven't got all day for this. That's not actually true, I do have all day. Well, I mean, it's nearly 7 o'clock, so I suppose I had all day, and instead of doing this all day, I just played Dwarf Fortress instead. Ah, fuck off. Horrible giant monster. Yeah, so, I think there's an item down here as well. Yep, there it is. Let's see if I can knock this one off. See if I can actually fight it. Hey, down it goes. I will never not be amused by things with wings dying by being pushed off stuff. It's ridiculous, and it's very entertaining. For me, at any rate. Whoops. So at least I didn't waste a fireball. Is there another one over this side? No, there's just 2 here. It's fine then. Sucker fireball! There's probably puns on demons, but I can't think of any. Dying that way was very demeaning. Doesn't quite work, does it? It's too different from demean. Anyway, yeah, so, I'm sure you heard the clang clang, clang 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 of that guy. I'm going to talk to him in a sec. First I just want to open this shortcut, which you might remember way back from the beginning. And again, more evidence of... ouch. More evidence of ouch. More evidence of this place being sized for humans and for giants. That is a giant scale gate and a human scale postern in it. Yeah, so... Hi, you're big.
Who are you? Forge your weapons?
Sure. So I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm going to make my longbow plus 10 into a lightning longbow. Because longbows are cool and lightning is cool. This guy can also take the souls of bosses and make special weapons out of them. But I don't really like most of the boss weapons, so I generally just pop their souls. Yeah. Can I put some more pluses on my lightning spear? I can. Wait, no. I've always been able to do that. I meant my bow. Lightning long. There we go. The Dragon Slayer Great Bow is... Huh, I actually can wield it. Fantastic. I think, yeah, it's a twinkling Titanite upgrade though, and it's a bit more specialised than is generally easy for average purposes. So yeah, also this guy sells a much wider variety of Titanite, although the higher level ones are quite expensive. He also sells the equipment of the giant sentinels of Anor Londo, and a bunch of arrows, and their armour as well. But the thing about the Dragon Slayer Great Bow is that the arrows cost 100 souls each, more than twice as much as the standard arrows for every other bow. So I don't tend to use it very much. He doesn't really have much to say, old Gianty McSmitherson. Oh, dragon, strong I am. I suppose I should repair my stuff. Yeah, I don't actually have much to say about this guy, and he doesn't have much to say himself.
You come, I forge. Shiny, shiny. Get shiny from Duke. Forge weapons. Make shiny. More.
So the Duke has a shiny that he wants.
Soon.
So, yeah, I actually don't have... I will say, I've got stuff to say about the diminishing of the intelligence of mortal giants, as opposed to the actual divine giants, like Gwyn and so forth. But first, what have we here? It's the Hawk Ring. Now, the Hawk Ring extends bow range, and it is referred to as having belonged to Hawkeye Gao, or Go, who was one of Gwyn's knights. And there's a difference between Gwyn's knights and Gwyn's silver knights. The 4 knights of Gwyn were 4 great heroes, occupying an almost Arthurian round table sort of position. And one of them was Ornstein, one of them was Artorias, one of them was Gao, who was a giant, and who led the giant archers of Anor Londo. And yeah, so I'm going to call that the end of this episode, and then I'm going to see if I've missed something about going to pay a visit to our old shiny golden friend and doing a murder on him to get souls back. I've probably kind of fucked up and missed the trigger or something, so... oh well. Bye, friends.